Hey, I'm Anne.
Hey, and my name's Kelly, and we are both Presbyterian ministers, but first and foremost, we are also parents. And so, in creating Beyond Sunday, Anne and I saw an opportunity to take what families were finding important in times of worship and being part of a church community, but then moving that beyond the pew, beyond Sunday morning worship, into your homes, into the places where you spend every day with your people doing the normal rhythm of life and trying to make meaning within that context.
Absolutely. And whether you are in church every Sunday or you can't remember the last time you were in church, Beyond Sunday is designed for all of you so that you can bring, as Kelly said, the rhythms of faith into your home. And we believe that you are your children's best Christian educator. And if you do have a Christian educator at your disposal, meaning you go to a church that has someone who specializes in that, you are a very fortunate person indeed. And I hope you are using that resource because they are very valuable. But you are only at church once a week, most of the time. Most people are there less than that. So you need to be equipped to be your children's primary Christian educator. Mm-hmm. And we know that that kind of scares some people. So we've created some resources to help with that. And just so you know where Kelly and I are coming from, we both are part of a Reformed Christian tradition. We are part of the Presbyterian Church USA. Our denomination ordains women. We ordain members of the LGBTQ plus community. We are a welcoming and inclusive church, and we believe that families come in all shapes and sizes. So if you have a family that may be considered non-traditional by some and you have not felt welcome in churches or other religious organizations, know that you are most welcome here.
It's a tremendous opportunity to be able to pass on a life of faith to your children. And we do that through modeling and mentoring and authentic, real expressions of our faith life for ourselves, so our children can see how important it is. And then they pick up on those rituals, they pick up on those rhythms, and they themselves become to have a sense of their own faith and what that looks like for them. So your opportunity here is to be the one that gets to share the stories of faith with your children. They get to hear it from you. And then that is echoed in their congregational life, or that's echoed when they're having faith conversations. But you are the primary source for that, passing that along to them.
Yeah, studies have shown that the number one predictor as to whether or not the children you raise will continue to be part of a faith community is not about the faith community itself. So it doesn't matter if you go to a big church or if you go to a small church, if you go to a church that has awesome youth programs, or you go to an intergenerational type of church, or if you don't go to church at all. The number one predictor was faith talked about at home. And it is children who grow up with faith being talked about at home that are the most likely to continue being a person of faith and to be involved with faith communities as they become adults.
So Anne and I with Beyond Sunday have developed a system, if you will, kind of 3 little areas that we think are important for you to add into your family's daily life, weekly rhythms, monthly rhythms. So what we've done is split off an area called biblical storytelling, where we seek to equip you to share the biblical narrative with your people in a fun and interactive way. Yeah. The second area is faith life at home. How are you using your walls of your home? How are you using your walls of your home to create a sanctuary of sorts for your people? Are there any outward symbols of your faith life that people can see and interact with in your home? So we really seek to highlight the liturgical year, things that are going on in the life of the church, and give you practical, real ways to make those come alive in your home. The last section that we think is super important is how to just lean into those daily rhythms, the ones where you're packing lunches and getting out the door and getting to school and coming home and trying to have family meals in the midst of busy schedules. We want to meet you right there in that chaos with ways to make meaning into those daily practices. So that last section has a lot of encouragement in just your parenting and just your life together and kind of your daily activities to find ways to make meaning with the things you're already doing. We're not trying to just lop on more things and add on more things to have a life of faith.
So what we're trying to do with Beyond Sunday is to equip you with the tools that you need so that you can find ways to share your faith with your family and to make elements of faith, talking about faith, symbols of faith, just part of your everyday life. How do you change and incorporate a new rhythm of life? We are not trying to add to your to-do list because Lord knows you got more to do than you can shake a stick at. What we are hoping to do with Beyond Sunday is help you make just a few simple shifts that make a big difference in the things that are emphasized in your home. Our Advent resource is out right now and it is free, so you can check it out. But we know that you want your children to have a strong faith background, that as they grow and they leave your home and they go out into the world, you want them to have that foundation so that they can turn to it again and again as they go through life, as the storms come, because we know they will, as struggles come, as indecision comes. You want your kids to have that firm foundation, and we want to help you help them have it.